Hello there, guys. Welcome to Tater Talk. I'm your host, DaveX90. For those that are new to Tater Talk, we are a group of streamers dedicated to providing a space where new or aspiring streamers can share their stories and struggles so we can all learn and grow together. With us today is our guest, PipeyG, and he's here to talk to us about his streaming journey and also the values of community and what makes that important to him. So, Pipey, my good friend, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
How are
Thanks,
you
man.
doing?
Thanks for having me.
How do you feel the fact we are launching this thing today?
Oh, I'm really
And
happy. It's
oh my
amazing.
lord, it's crazy because it's been months. The idea was formed a couple of months ago, and then now it's here, and oh my lord. Anyway, right, Pipey,
Yes.
where did the name Pipey G come from?
So basically, so my name's George Pipe, and I always wanted back in the day. I always wanted like a competitive name, like a brand. I guess like a branded name, and it kind of come from there. So I kind of flipped my name backwards, and I had Pipe, add the Y to make it weird and cool, whatever. Like I thought it was cool back then, and then you just add the G like for my first name, and that was it. And the end of school, like college, that's where I kind of said it. But then I didn't think it would like ever become a nickname, and it kind of stuck. People say it in real life, and yeah, even at work, people say it now, and it's like, what is going on? Like, people just call me that.
You just
So,
get called Pipey G everywhere. That's it. Instead of just George, it's
well, they don't just
Pipey.
call
What
me
you doing,
that.
mate? What's going
Yeah,
on?
I love it. But like, it's pretty amazing. But like, it doesn't always, some people call me different names, and I love it. Like,
Okay.
people have different ways of saying things. They make their own original twists of your name. Like, so people will say call PipeyG or Pip, or that you can call me George, or Geo. Like, people call me, about 5 different versions. So
Okay. When you say Pip, although I've not really played much, I just think of the
Pip.
Pip boy from Fallout.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I don't really know too much about Fallout. I mean,
No,
so
same. I haven't really played them. It's one of those games that people go, "You need to play it." It's like, all right, okay, I'll get round to it. Like,
yeah. I was actually
there's so
thinking of
many
that.
games in the world, but yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I did know your name was George, and I sort of thought that might be the case, that it might be some amalgamation of that. I mean, myself, it's quite easy. It's Dave, and then an X, because X's are cool, and then 90.
X is
That
cool.
is my just my year
Did you
of
come from
birth.
X?
So yeah, X. I mean, X's are cool, aren't they? I mean, usually
X-Men?
X-Men. Oh, the X-Men are cool.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
love
But
them.
thing is, I think the Yam Fam are cooler than the X-Men. But
Oh,
hey
yes. They
ho.
definitely are.
Okay, Pipey, then let's tell us a bit about your story. How did you start and pursue your streaming journey? What set you on the path?
So, basically, I've been watching Twitch for many, many years, and I've just always wanted to start. Like, I never had like the full setup. I always thought that you needed a full setup. You don't. Like, I know that now. You can start with like a crappy laptop and everything. You can do whatever you want in on Twitch. So it's completely up to you. But I basically first started about March. I started playing a game called Gwent, a card game.
Oh, the Witcher one. Yes.
It's one game that I to this day I still follow like one streamer from that, which helped massively. Helped me start everything like streaming wise. He was like I just watched him when he was first starting out as well, like as me. And I when I streamed, like he was like big inspiration. I was like, wow, like, this guy is awesome. And he just helped me for random for 2 hours, got my audio sorted out. I've even got it on a VOD from back in the day, and he just helped me massively. And then there was another guy called Pro Evils, which is really started to help me a lot with audio as well.
Okay.
And yeah, I've just started from there, and just gradually I just started streaming. I took the whole of April off, and then I don't know, like kind of May, I probably first started streaming with a camera.
Oh right.
I mean, you can obviously start a stream, but I hadn't. Basically, I've been doing PS4 streaming before, so until May, I fully started.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I kind of took a whole month off. I thought I wouldn't be able to stream for like a year because I didn't have a full like any full gaming setup. I always wanted to do PC streaming, and I luckily got the money to be able to do it, and I had basically the dream set up, and then I come across like the Yam Fam, and
Yeah.
it's been madness. So
Madness is one word, isn't it? Madness is one word.
yeah, I don't know. There's so many words to it. It's beautiful.
I mean, I was going to ask who your inspirations are, but you've listed some there. I mean, is there anyone else that inspired you or sort of kept you going? Or I'm going to guess there might have been times where you've not wanted to carry on or things like that. Is there anyone
Um,
that sort of picked you back
yeah,
up?
there is quite a few. So outside of Twitch, even though he is in Twitch for the last few years, and he's done really well, is Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson, and like an MMA fighter, and also Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz doesn't do Twitch, but or not that I know of, but he's mate. They're big inspirations for me, like personally. For like they do their passions and they go for everything, and they really do well. And they've got really big motivational videos and all that, and they've helped massively. In Twitch, like my biggest inspiration, like until obviously I met you, Dave, and Ashley.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to make you blush. I'm dead. Yeah. But yeah, you two are massive inspirations. So Soda Poppin, because I watched him back in like the World of Warcraft days, like the very not vanilla days, but like the end of vanilla, I would say, like going into I don't know, like all the Wrath of the Lich King and all that. So I watched it when it was like a professional game, like with everyone was watching World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
then so he's a big inspiration. There is others, but lately the two biggest other ones as well is Sup Daily and Lukey. Is they're just huge inspirations. Um, I don't know, like Sup Daily does in real life content. He focuses on just like having like a beautiful community, which he gets people on, and he's talked with a lot of viewers about massive topics, which are very sort of
Okay.
yeah, just like really amazing topics. Um, Pretty emotional. Like definitely made me cry quite a lot of times. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, they're pretty deep conversations. And Lukey, she does sometimes variety, but she's mainly a shooter kind of gamer. But she does in real life. Her in real life just talking with everyone is wonderful. Like, and she has a boyfriend that does the outside of content, like so everything. So like Luke is the stream, and then everything else the boyfriend does behind the scenes, setting up the stream, Discord, moderating. Like it's amazing. Like the I love both of them dearly, and yeah, so they're
That's
the
awesome.
massive.
So I was going to say you do have some real inspirations, and I can tell that they're inspirations as well because of how passionately you talk about them. The fact you include me, and you include me in the same sentence as Ashley, I mean, it amazes me because I just think, well, I'm just me. So yeah,
I mean,
I
I watched you. I've been watching you ever since like the very start of the Yam Fam as well. So
oh wow,
um, I don't know if I've watched you before. I don't know. I mean, I literally watched you at the very start, the first few
okay.
weeks as well, and it's been unreal watching like both of you.
Oh, that's great. I mean, yeah, it is unreal. It really is unreal. Right. Anyway, let's. Okay. So, what do you currently do on your channel, Pipe? What can people expect if they jump in?
So I'm mainly a gaming streamer. I focus on like mental health, talking about that, like what I've had to go through,
Okay.
and just general like lots of topics. Most like literally every stream I start off with just talking, and I just talk with my community. I know back in the day I didn't have any sort of community, and it could be hard, but like I can just talk, and I just have so much to talk about, and I mean everyone else has one big thing we talk about is food. Like everyone loves food, that most people do, and we talk about that a lot. So um, what else? I've wanted to do in real life fitness streams. Like
Okay.
I've really wanted to do that. It's just one thing coming across trying to do that in the future. Um, so I do running, and I've really wanted to implement doing that like in real life streaming.
Oh, I
Um,
understand. Right. So actually stream from your phone while you're running
yeah,
and
like
build that
just
in. Because
to
then I
make
suppose,
it.
yeah, people could run with you or effectively. Yeah,
I
that's
could
something.
talk. I
That's
could
something.
talk
Yeah.
to my stream and at the same time of running. So like a lot of the time I do solo running because most people that I have around me, they're like fitness, exercise. Like we don't do this. Like what is wrong with you? Like I'm like, come on, okay. Like and I can't force them. So I just run solo. And yeah, I don't know. Like not everyone likes fitness and understands completely. You know, not like everyone likes games. You know, a lot of people will just want to do fitness.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. What games are you currently playing at the moment?
So I'm mainly playing StarCraft 2.
Ah,
Um,
yeah. I noticed you were getting into some of the that and speaking to people about that. Yeah, and you're enjoying that at the
yeah.
moment, aren't you?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's really good. Um, but like I generally I want to have like a backup game just in case like the other game. But I play variety as well. So like I did Life is Strange. That was
Oh
really
yeah,
emotional. Like
I could talk for days about Life is Strange, friend.
oh, it's
I
so good.
really could. I really could. It's a fantastic game. You definitely need to pick up the second one as
I've
well.
got to do Before the Storm as well. I
Oh,
just
okay, okay.
I got into StarCraft 2 and I played like also I played Realm of Real. That's one big one I could talk about. I played about 80 hours. Like it's a quite a lot of time
Oh,
when we first
that's the
died.
Fortnite one where you can turn into a
I kind
chicken,
of fell out of
isn't it?
it because I wasn't getting any bit of I just wasn't really getting any community in a way like I don't know why, but just no one. I don't know if I sucked at talking to anyone. Maybe I just streamed and just didn't talk basically because it was I took it very seriously competitive wise in like
So,
playing the game.
right, okay. So that would be a game where you would obviously be absorbed by it because you are putting that much effort into it. I sort of know what you mean because when
Same
I,
with
yeah,
StarCraft 2 in a way,
yeah.
but I've really focused on in like before streaming, before the game, and also during. I will try my best to always try and talk as much as possible and bring up topics and stuff to talk about. But I think back then I wasn't talking like the way that I talk now.
Okay.
Um, and obviously I credit a lot to Ashley for teaching me a lot about doing that. And yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's fab. That is. What is your current schedule?
It's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. BST time. It's like yeah, UK time. If people don't know what that is, I try to make out that like if people follow or like there's new people in my stream, I will say down below my my channel. There's the panel that shows you for your time, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
That extension just is great,
yeah, the
isn't it?
extension is
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
fantastic.
The best, like by far the best extension they've added, I would say. Um, there is some other ones that are really good, especially like the bitty ones and stuff. But yeah, really, I like that one a lot. And then I also get people in chat. Like I have like a link maybe sometimes, or I link it in chat, like the time zone converter. That's very helpful for people.
Okay, okay, cool. Uh, well, here's a question. What's your best streaming memory? So, what is your best memory on Twitch?
Okay, so this is kind of a hard one to think about because at the same time, obviously the easy choice, like the not that he's the by far the biggest like is coming across Ashley's stream.
Yeah.
If I never came across her YouTube, I would have never come across her Twitch, and I would have never ever seen the creation of the Yam Fam and all that the love that's in it, and like all these other content creators, like beautiful people that just do every different type of content. There's like art, fitness, games, like there's just so much possibilities out there of what people do, and I just love it.
That's awesome. Talking about that, when you're speaking about unique people, have you been over to I'm Really Important stream yet? Because he's a very unique broadcaster.
I did watch I watched the podcast day on Ashley's stream.
Okay.
He's a lovely guy. I mean, I talked to Patreon. Well, I mean in the group coaching, and yeah, it's really amazing what he's doing. It's very unique, and I really credit like that he's just going out there and doing stuff that people generally would be like, oh, politics. Why do that? Like that's not allowed. Like it's like
Yeah,
what are you on about? Like it doesn't make any sense. People should be able to openly talk about everything. It's like some people don't want. They're like, oh, mental health. Why would you want to talk about that? Like that's something that you shouldn't talk about. So on, so forth. But like, no, politics is a big thing to talk about. It's a very real thing. And I know, like in America, it's obviously a really big deal at the moment. With I know
Yeah.
like Trump coming into power, and there's a lot of things happening over there. So.
Yeah, there is. We got it easy over here.
In the UK as well. The UK with
well,
Brexit.
we just have Brexit, which have no idea if it's happening or it isn't happening or whatever's doing, or they've got a plan. And is there actually a plan? It's like, we have a plan. It's like, do you? What is it? We have a plan. That's not the answer. Anyway, okay, so I have this is something that some people believe, is that you have to give something to get something. Do you believe in that? Do you agree?
Like, no, I think I totally disagree with it. I mean, especially if it's financial, it's no way. Like, I don't agree with it. But if it's talking and interaction, I agree somewhat in a way that, like, if you don't interact with anyone on, like, if you're a content creator, like, so say if you're on Twitch, you're any chat, anything like YouTube, on Twitter, if you don't interact with other people, you'll never make it. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to grow, and I mean, for people, some people are like, oh, I don't want to grow, but okay, so like, if you want to make your content get to more people, that is a big way of doing it. And yeah, that I just think, just generally, why would you want to ever give something and think that you're going to get in return? Because there's so many people out there that they're thinking about just their content, and that's makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you're meant to be thinking about that. So I totally think you should be never ever putting your, like, helping other people out or searching for other content. Like, I just hate it when people like think that they can search for a content creator, or like they like a content creator and they can kind of basically leech off them. Like, I'm not for that.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm very much is that people using or manipulating people to try and get it for their own gain. It's not anything. And of course, as you know, I'm quite big on the fact that transactional thinking isn't something really that applies on Twitch. If you believe that you are going to, you have to give it, or you have to give support or give love to get love, then it's not really true. In a way, it's not a true reflection of that you're doing that for a gain. You should just do it because you want to do it.
No, yeah, totally. I mean, if it works, it's a dirty way. If it works, I mean, there is people that have done it. I'm not going to call any names, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But there is people that have done it. There is some people that have done it, but they've done it in a, like, they've brung a lot of content and good entertainment. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I just generally think that it's really wrong. And like, if you enjoy their content, enjoy everything that they do, you should really just care about them so much that you really just want to become a friend. And that's all that you want. You want to be able to interact with them on okay, maybe more of a consistent basis, but you should never be thinking that you're going to get anything back from it.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, right then. So, what do you value most in community? So, in the Twitch community, what do you value most?
Okay, so I think that I just enjoy that how much there's so much love out there, and people. It's just sometimes it can be overwhelming at times, especially like the Yam Fam. It's like,
Yeah.
but
I
in
get
the
you.
best way possible, right? I don't know. I mean, people literally. I mean, there's some stories that I can tell that when I first started, that complete stranger that I already spoke about, Twitch streamer, he helped me for like 2 hours with audio, like, and that helped me set up streaming consistently. And like I had like a mod like back in the day. He still comes in my stream every so often, but I understand he has reasons why he can't come in.
Yeah,
But he helped me so much. Like he was one person that would always come in my stream, and that was when I had no one, like literally no one ever. And that means so much to me because think about that, like you out of all the people that they can watch on Twitch, they
yeah.
decided to watch me, and that I just is amazing.
Yeah, I
Um,
understand it. It's that fact of finite time. They're going, right, I have finite time and I'm going to spend it with you. And then you think, what? Me? Are you sure?
yeah,
Are
me,
you
yeah,
sure? I mean, what? I
both,
mean, you could go anywhere
yeah,
else and you're here. All right. Cheers, mate. I mean, lovely. But you realise that's like one of the highest honours. I mean, out of like every form, really, because it's you know, people can give money or subs or things, but thing is, that thing that they don't have a limited amounts of is time. Of course, we all
time
have
is
finite
limited.
time, and we can choose to spend it any way we want. And the fact that people choose to go, I'll spend it with you. So what? That's just amazing. It is. And yeah, I get it. Yeah. No, I of course value the Twitch community very much the same. Very much the same. I was drawn to it because of those reasons, because it was just these wonderful people, and it is just these people. It's like you wanted to spend all the time, and that was the problem sometimes, is that I had to spend less time on Twitch when I first was on
Yes.
Twitch, because it was like I wasn't really seeing my family. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, totally.
but yeah, it's that thing of, well, I mean, of course, I spend less time on Twitch. I don't stream as much as I used to because, well, you need to get that
You like
balance. You need to
streamed
get that
every day,
balance.
didn't you? Or like you near enough streamed a lot.
But at one point, I was streaming like 5, 6 days, and it's
Yeah, a
like,
bit too much. Like that's
yeah,
what I say
maybe.
to people. I understand like it's a lovely thing that streaming is amazing, right?
Yeah,
But you've got to leave some time for your loved ones
of
and
course.
and friends. Like it just you need to be getting out there in the world as well. And yeah, obviously like one other thing as well would be like meetups. That would be
Yeah,
awesome. I
yeah,
was
yeah.
so close to meeting you, Dave. You
I know you were. Yeah, are you going to
uh,
Twitch London?
I was so nervous. I'm just so nervous in these things.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know. I
I
just thought. I just My stepdad spoke about was it Rapture? He spoke
oh,
about it,
Ratchet Gaming Festival.
and
Yes,
I
yes,
didn't know you
yes.
were going. I could have found tickets
I'm
if I decided to go.
yeah.
I need people. I need people in my real life to like enjoy it as well and like come along with me, like, because it makes it easier. And yeah, there's some
Have
people.
oh,
It makes it hard not to go on your own.
I get you. With people in your real life, so in your family, have you introduced them to what you do? Have you showed them what you
Yeah, I'm really annoyed.
do? Okay, okay. Or is
In
like,
that in the
is
best
it
way
to the?
possible. I
Okay,
just talk a lot about certain things I do. I'm very open with them. I'm like, oh, I'm doing
okay.
fitness. I'm doing this. I'm doing my running. Like, and they're like, come on, just go out and do your run, your 20-mile run. I'm like, God, it's not that easy. Like, I'm got to get prepped for this. And they're like, come on,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because I keep going. Oh, so you keep talking to them, and you're like, oh, they're like, come on. But yeah. So one thing that I do is try and limit it down to talking with them about it because I know it kind of will grate on them if I do talk about it too much. But there is
I understand,
obviously
yeah.
big things like this. I'm like, I'm doing this. This is unbelievable. I just
Yeah,
never
just a
thought
bit, yeah.
this would happen. So yeah, I do talk to them about that. What about you?
Super. And do they? Oh, do I speak to my family? My family
Yeah.
know I do it, and they've dropped in before, as in they've just like said hello. I've had my niece crash my stream a few times when she's been around when
Oh,
I've been streaming. She loves it. She does. She loves it. She likes being on camera. She likes talking to everyone. So I think she's gonna be a performer one day. Really, I can see that in the
yeah. I
future.
think I've seen her. I'm sure I
You
was in
probably
there.
have. Yeah, you probably have. I can't remember
Yeah.
when that was. I can't remember when that was.
It
I
was
mean,
a few. It was
she's
a
been a
few weeks
few
back or something.
times.
A few months. I don't know. It wasn't.
Oh yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. I know when that was. And do they support you as well?
yeah, totally. They like support me a lot in everything that I do, and it's truly amazing. Like, there's that one thing that I've been talking to my stream about was being grateful for things. Like, you
Okay,
need that is one thing that you need to be grateful for because not everyone will support you. Unfortunately, some people don't have the support of their family as much. So I'm truly blessed.
super. Right, okay. So, what would be some tips that you would give to those that are just starting to build their own community? So they're getting they're gaining that first bit of a following, and now their community is coming into form. What would you give them as tips?
So the main one, just have fun, plain and simple. Just play what you want to play, and like don't let others dictate what you want to do. Like, there's so many people that just, I don't know, get dictated, or maybe not completely like that by one viewer, but like a several bit amount of people that say they have like 5, 10 regulars, and some weird reason them regulars, they won't just watch you. I understand they won't just watch you for you. Not everyone's like that, but you can't be dictated on your content. Whatever content you want to bring out, or like whatever game you want to play, or say if you're a fitness person, you are doing running, and all of a sudden people are like, you want to do biking, all of a sudden they're like, no, you've got to do running. Like, why are you not doing running? I'm like, I will be doing running
Yeah.
in a while, like in a few days, but at the moment I want to get into doing biking.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I get you. I've had it where some because I used to be very much mainly gaming, but I've actually
yeah,
done less gaming now and a lot more just chatting as such. And there are some of those viewers that are going, "Oh, you're going to play a game in a bit?" It's like, no, just having a chat, to be honest. I mean,
yeah,
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that too? And I want to just talk to you guys and talk to you guys and usually feed off the question of the day because that's a very, very strong thing that, of course, is a recommendation. Ashley recommended. And yeah, yeah. But yeah, that I've had that, and it's those ones that just sort of constantly go, "Why aren't you playing a game?" It's like because I
I
don't want
totally
to play a
understand that.
game. I don't
Yeah,
want to play a game. I want to talk to the people. I want to do what I can through asking about people, through talking, through sharing things to make people feel better and
we're
do
here.
what I can
You're here
to
for
make people smile. As I
yeah,
say, I want to put a smile on people's face, good feeling in your soul, supportive hand in your shoulder, make and remind
yes,
you all awesome and wonderful people. And can I do that when playing a game? Not as well as I could do without playing the game. I
yeah.
mean, will there be a day when I can do both? That's the dream. But we're working towards it. We're working towards
Yeah, that's the most important thing. A lot of people were like, wait, like where's StarCraft? Like, why are you not playing it? I'm like, they're like, are you ever gonna go and play a game? And I'm like, we're just talking. We're having a great time. We're talking about food. Who doesn't want to talk about that? Who doesn't want to talk about fitness and their life? They're like what they're going through. If you're having hard times, if you're having good times, let me. I want to know more, and that's totally what I want to see. Um, oh my god, Highway No Games. Oh jeez. Yeah.
it.
You ruined it.
Right,
Right.
I have a question right
Yeah.
for you, and it's: has there ever been a time where you've left or felt pushed out of community or felt that you didn't belong? How did that make you feel?
I don't think I've been like felt like pushed out of a community or really felt completely that I didn't belong. Um, Generally haven't been in too many communities on Twitch, and also in real life I couldn't really think of too much. But like on Twitch, I was part of like Team Spot, a team like yeah, a team on Twitch, and because I felt like the community was good, but in the end it got a bit too big and just people didn't interact as much, help one another, and I just feel like I didn't get pushed out, but there was a lot of other people that felt the same of me, like for me, that it got so big, but in the end, I don't think it was ever that interactive. It wasn't like the Yam Fam when it first started, and to now, everyone just is so caring and just helps everyone in discussing everything on Discord and in stream. So I just generally think like you want to get out of that situation, and I just decided to leave. And however, I'm super thankful for everything they did. They really helped with me getting affiliate. There was a lot of amazing people that I met that did leave Team Spot. Like most of them did. There was a few that still haven't, but I'm not going to talk bad. And there's nothing bad about it. There was no bad blood.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
left. So
That's fair enough. I mean, there are communities I don't interact with as much anymore because there was situations where I think you've probably heard about it, where one community will and the streamer will say about another stealing things. So they're stealing my viewers, they're stealing my
no,
mods, they're stealing my subs, everything like this. It's like, how? You can't steal people. You don't own them.
you don't.
You don't own them. They can go where they like. There's no such thing as stealing a viewer because the viewer can choose to be viewing as many places they want to be. They if they want, they can have 20 streams open. They are a viewer in 20 streams. Does that mean that you're stealing? One person is stealing a viewer from 19 other streams or whatever? I don't get
They
it.
could be
It's just,
subscribed to all of them. They could like talk
exactly,
in everyone.
exactly.
It
They
like this doesn't mean anything. I just don't understand that. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like that you decide. I mean, yeah, like some people want to. I make an avid thing. I want the love to spread. I want my viewers to go over and watch my other content creators that I've met.
yeah,
There is some in chat right now I can see that I'm so thankful for that.
yeah, yeah.
That my viewers decided to go and watch. Really happy for them, and like a lot of them are moderators in their stream, and it's super good. Like I just want that's what should happen, and
Yeah.
you don't own them. Like no way. Like I just don't understand why people are like that.
No, I don't. I think in a way it's the scarcity mindset, as you know, as it's been discussed a few times. But they're scared that
Scarcity,
maybe,
yeah.
yeah, it's scarcity. They're scared because of these people going to this community. Oh, I'm going to lose everyone. I'm going to lose everything. I must accuse them of stealing, and then that will bring them back to me. It's like, no, that'll probably make them run away.
It's like saying if you host someone with no viewers and you have like 10 viewers, 20 viewers, you have regulars, and you think they're going to go over there and go, oh, I'm just going to spend all my time here now.
Yeah, I get you.
But if they did,
So what?
like, who cares?
Yeah.
And, okay, I would be upset. I would really be upset. Like,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah, of course, yeah.
I would probably cry a bit, like for some of my regulars if they went. But I don't hold them accountable. Like I should hold myself accountable for my content. If my content is not good enough for them to want to come back to watch me. So
Exactly. And if your viewers gravitate over someone else, then you will think, oh, what can I do? What can you do to change up your content? And like Hyperion has said here, there's more viewers on Twitch now than ever before. There's plenty of viewers to go around. Exactly. Exactly. There's not like, oh, I will have a viewer, and I will have a
they're
viewer,
not
and I will have a
viewers.
viewer, and I will have a viewer. It's like, no, that's not how it works. They can go wherever they like. They can be in wherever they like, and if they They don't have to come to your stream every time you're
No.
streaming. They can decide, oh, I'm going to go over here today. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. So that's fine. They're choosing to spend their time. The fact they spend their time, however little much of their time they spend with you, that's still amazing. They're still providing that little bit of support, and that's awesome, and that's great. Pipey has to be a viewer because he can't see. Fair enough. Sort of. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it really just it annoys me when people think of that, and just go, ugh, you're stealing them. It's like, no, they're not to be stolen because you can't steal something you don't own.
And in a way, you can't really steal family. I mean, if they're your view, if they're your regulars, and you think that they are basically your community, how can you be stealing? Like, how can someone be stealing your family? Just think like that.
Exactly,
Like, if they
exactly.
decide to leave, it's your fault in a way. And
Yeah.
yeah, you can't. They can't be like they're not attached to you, like a bone.
No,
So
no, they're not. No, I get you there. I get you there. Right. Okay then. Well, tell us about this. I don't know, this wonderful community called the Yam Fam. How did you discover it, and what makes it unique?
okay, so basically I discovered Ashley from YouTube, and I kind of I heard about her streaming, like coming back to streaming. Well, at first I didn't even know that she's going back to streaming, but she said, "Oh, I'm going to be doing streaming." I'm like, "Oh, that's so good." I was like, "Wow, like a stream coach going to Twitch." Like I hadn't heard of it. Obviously, as we know, there is some other ones out there now. Like Ashley. She hosted someone from that's a stream coach herself. So, but it's just amazing. I'm like a super unique thing, and I was like, oh, I have to go over there. And then I've just met so many wonderful people, and it's beautiful. Like how there wasn't a Yam Fam straight away. Obviously, it become the Yam Fam, and like it was a family from the start, like literally, and then it's been coined the Yam Fam, and I'm so happy how everything is came about, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I was going to say in relation to what makes it unique, it's the people, isn't it? It's because
the
it's different
people,
people
so many different people out there.
and the missions. Oh my lord, the missions. Some of these people. So you have Penelope is in chat now. She is an advocate of mental health, and that's what she speaks about in her stream. She
Yeah,
speaks about her own experiences and also the LGBTQ community and how she supports that. And that is one of the things she focuses on. Sinesta, she's a mental health advocate. She talks about her experiences and her life things going on as well. And to bring that value and bring that light and bring just that feeling to everyone, and also to tell everyone, look, it's okay if you go through this. I'm here for you, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Of course, you got anxiety, who does
beautiful,
the
beautiful
exactly. She
people.
does those talks with them really big, like partners about really
Yes.
big issues. It's incredible. There are so many incredible people in Yam Fam. I think that's what makes it
Oh yeah,
unique.
there's so many
And
out there.
that is why it's a family in a way, because whenever you go into that Discord, it's not like, because I'm in some Discords, it's like, hey, hi,
Got to hold your heart, like
yeah,
it's
and
like
then you go
your
in
heart
and
just goes out.
the conversations, there are some random ones as well. I mean, just wait till game night, because my goodness, that YamFan Discord gets really strange. But yeah, there are some talks that go on there, and it's family, and there are people that are there for each other, and it's incredible. It really is. It really. I'm honoured to be a part of it. I'm honoured that I found on the 24th of May 2018, I found Ashley's stream and
Yes.
jumped in, and yeah, and here we both are now. Because this Tater Talk podcast, this was created and came about because of the power of the Yam Fam. This is what they formed. This is what they brought together.
Oh,
This
it's
is what
beautiful.
we brought together. So yeah. Someone take Twitter away from Dave. What? I like expressing love on Twitter. What? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Okay, so Pipey, I know you've replied to this Yam Fam stream team. Why?
Okay, so the main reason is I want to speak to all these other wonderful content creators. I know I already can, but in a way, it makes it more accessible to know these people are more serious. They want to be serious about doing streaming in a way, and then it makes it easier to host and raid them. And just generally, there's so many out there that like are different, and it makes it so much easier to know they're doing games like in real life, art, politics, fitness, and I can kind of find out from that what who I want to talk to more. Obviously, I will talk to everyone, like it's a team, but like I'll be able to focus more and be able to like focus on what I want to be doing as well. And like I just love that I want to be a part of the community. Like I've always been a part of the community, and I've tried my best. Like sometimes I haven't always been able to talk. Like I've been busy, um, tired, but like I've loved being part of the community, and I'm always in the Discord as much as
Oh,
be a part of it.
oh,
Oh,
hang on.
what's going on?
Oh, hang
What's
on.
going on?
We had a glitch. We had a
A
glitch.
glitch?
Then,
Oh,
yeah. You just sort of froze for a little
yeah,
bit. It's just
I
like,
froze. I
what's going on? Oh no, don't lose Pipey. No.
froze.
We took a while to get here. Let's not.
Yeah,
Anyway,
please don't.
okay. Well, I'm glad you've applied, and I do wish you luck. We have got over 150
Oh my
applications
god, so good. I'm so
currently,
happy.
currently. But
Not
yeah,
happy for myself because I want to get in, but
yeah.
okay, but yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Let's wrap up with some of these questions now. Right. So, are you working on any other content at present? Can you give us a juicy exclusive, Pipey? Is there anything in the works that you can reveal to us right now? Right now.
Okay, so main thing is I am going to be streaming well like a beta of I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Tropicana or something like that. Tropico is awful pronunciation, but
So
it's
the
like a
orange
strategy
juice.
game.
I didn't know the orange juice was making
Oh,
a game.
not an orange,
Wow. Okay.
not the orange juice. Oh my god! But like
Okay.
the game, and I'm gonna be streaming it in a while, and like I'm gonna be definitely putting a lot of time into playing it. Same with StarCraft 2. I'm gonna be hoping to get higher ranking in that. But my main content I really want to focus on is in real life fitness streaming. If I can somehow work on how to do that, I'm going to put a lot of effort into it. If unfortunately, if I can't do the streaming, I'm definitely going to be making some for it. I started on September the 28th, which is like last Friday,
Okay.
of 1,000 miles in the challenge.
Oh
I've
wow.
continued to do it. I've done 8 miles today. I was meant to do 9, but we're good with it. Like I'm good with it. Like I had to, get back for the podcast, so I'm fine with doing one less mile. But like I generally I hope that I don't get injured and I can get to that point because that is insane. Because I probably overall have only done a few hundred miles in my time of doing running. Um, yeah, I love it. I love doing it.
That's
It's
fab.
beautiful.
That's fab.
I don't know.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Can I
Okay.
ask you? Can I ask you?
Wait. No.
Oh,
Hang on. Don't switch this
uh,
up on me yet. Because
I want to ask you. I
but
want to ask you.
all right,
Sexual.
what's one tip you would give to an aspiring content creator? So one
Um,
tip you would go, right, this, you need to do this, or you need this, or take this into consideration. What tip would you give them?
so like you don't need like any full time setup to get started, or you don't need to ever be ready. Like you think in your mind, oh, I've got to be ready. I've got to be, feel good to do this. No, just hit that button to go live or make that video that you wanted to, like that series and on YouTube and just go from there because you're never going to be ready. Like what have you got to lose? And I know it might be a bit corny. Some people have said that before, but like truly it is everything because I could have never got started on streaming and I would have never met the Yam Fam. I would have never met all these other amazing streamers. Um, I just generally think you just need to get started. Like with my
Yeah,
running as well, I couldn't. There's so many times where as well, like you don't want to continue, and you need to keep going. So that's why
Exactly.
I do.
Keep on swimming. Just keep swimming.
Oh yeah.
Just keep swimming.
If you don't know how to
Exactly.
learn to swim, you've got to go and get some lessons. But
Yeah.
yeah, just
Exactly.
it's easy.
You
Just go
go.
and get some
You go
lessons.
to
Do it.
you go to twitch.tv/AshneyChrist and you go get some lessons from there.
Yeah, of course. She's going to it. You got the sharks going after her, and then she's like,
And the Yam Fam's coming in tow as well. Right, okay, Pipey, where can we find you?
obviously twitch.tv/PipeyG. I've seen the shout outs in the channel. Thank you so much, mods. Thank you, means a lot. And also PipeyG on Twitter. I'm basically PipeyG on everything except for maybe my YouTube. I is the only PipeyG. I don't know if I'm gonna like delete all my VODs from like back in the day or like unlist them and then get started on that. I'm yet to get started on YouTube.
You've mentioned. Oh, hang on.
I need to come up with my content. The main thing is like in real life fitness probably would be a good thing to do. Would be that.
Yeah, exactly. Right, okay, questions and answers now. Guys in the lovely, lovely chat there. If you've got some questions here for good old Pipey, or yeah, if you've got some questions for us, throw them in there.
Right.
Throw them in there.
Yes. I'm ready.
We'd love to have your questions. And Pipey, I do thank you for being here and also spending your time here. It's great.
I love it.
Absolutely
I love
awesome.
And the yams, like, it's amazing. I'm super happy to be here.
Hey, can you guys explain Twitch Prime?
Get them Twitch Prime subs in here. Get them in for Dave right now. Twitch Prime. You've got to link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account. Then you can sub to Dave right now. Shout out.
I don't know. Twitch Prime was. I don't know. It does things. You can put one free sub to someone, and yeah, it allows you to change your color as well. Oh, okay. Ashley, that's a good question. You first, Pipey. What are your goals with streaming?
So, to reach out with other people, I would say, and just discuss different topics. Like if I got into fitness, I would be able to show a lot of my like different training and just help people. Like that's the main thing. With my gaming, obviously, like there's so much topics that I can talk about in my life, and then obviously they can talk about their life, and we can go from there. I just really want to just discuss a lot about life in general. That's like really my big thing.
Okay. Let's see.
What's yours then?
What's my goals with streaming?
It's a kind
of I know it's both of us. It's both of us. So right, okay. My goals with streaming effectively. I want to do what I can to make the world a better place, and what I mean with that is do what I can to help people through whatever, really, and make people feel better about themselves. Because there are people all around the world going, "Oh, I can't do this thing, can't do this thing." It's like, yes, you can. Do that thing. You know you can do it. And that's why I always, that's what I want to put a supportive hand on the shoulder, put a good feeling in the soul, and a smile on your face. And what I mean with that is make you feel better for yourself. Be you a content creator, be you just a viewer. That's my goal. That's my goal. And if I can do that, if I succeed with that, great, awesome, fantastic. I'm happy.
You already have succeeded, like with the show. Like you're just a blessing. Just lovely.
Oh, perfect. You're gonna make me tear up here. Asona's got a very good question here. As your community continues to grow, how do you ensure that you don't neglect the members of your community that have been with you since the beginning? That's a very good question.
Well, the easy one would be to notepad them down so you actually. Well, I'm joking. You wouldn't need to do that because obviously, like they've been around ever, as you would know. Like, and I would say, just you can't you would just act the same as I always do. Like, just act like you've supported how you support everyone else. You want to obviously keep supporting them, Like why would you wouldn't ignore them, and I would just like care about them, and like everyone else that comes into my stream, like everyone that comes and like watches me. I mean, it means a lot. So I just that's what I would think. Just like I would communicate more. Like I always communicate with people in Discord. I would continue to do that and basically keep doing the same that I've been doing from now.
Okay, so awesome. Right. On a serious note, why do you put so much time and effort over Yam Fam than any other community? What makes them different in your eyes?
These are questions.
As opposed to other large streaming communities, not your own. So, as opposed to other
um,
communities out there in Twitch that you're a part of, why do you put so much effort in the Yam Fam?
um, generally just I just like the best community on Twitch by far. Like there's just no better one. Like I mean there is some other ones that I definitely love and enjoy, but I've just been drawn to it. Like this there's so many creators out there that are, like just together and just talk as one, and like just there's so much love in the community. I haven't found it in other communities as much. There's always a little bit of toxicity. There's not any.
Oh, it's
There,
amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I've
even though
not.
you've got the trolls like Ursula, yeah,
The nice trolls and any
the
that
lovely
aren't, that
trolls.
they just get some with a sword. You know, we've got the cracking mods over. I mean, I'm a mod. I'm not trying to.
Oh no, you
I'm not
attribute
trying
that
to
to
give
Ursula.
myself. I'm not trying to give myself self praise here, but there are
You,
the other mods are fantastic. So,
oh yeah, you're
so
a
yeah,
beautiful mod.
yeah. Oh, thanks.
How many?
But
Come
yeah.
on, you got distracted yesterday. And you were in every in there. I was trying to speak to you, and that's how good of a mod you are because you're getting distracted in people's communities. So that's what you got to be like.
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah, can be fun sometimes. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But yeah, also Snuggy, what I see the Yam Fam as is something very unique and a very unique family on Twitch because it's something that I've been wondering that exists if it existed since I came on the platform because it's there are some communities that are a little bit of oh yeah we love streamers but this one, I mean, the whole mission statement behind it is pursue your dreams and learn to stream. And that's exactly what everyone's doing. That's exactly what Ashley does. And through, and of course, because of that, then all the Yam Fam are inspired to do that. Well, they all help each other. You go in that Discord, drop in that stream discussion, look in that tech support. Everyone's there helping each other. We have an emotional support channel there as well. Everyone is there helping each other, picking them up when they're feeling down. There's so much in that community that's so unique, so special, and I see big things for it. I know that that community, no matter how large it gets, it will always have the same ethos. It will always have the same feel. It will always be a family. It will always be a family because it's one of the mass. It's not huge at the moment, but of course, as the years go on, it will grow large. But I never feel it will grow large in relation to mindset. It will always have the mindset of a family, and that's what makes it special.
That is totally true. I mean, I understand completely where you're coming from.
Yeah. All right, Beta. What is the one thing that has helped you the most in getting to this point?
Hmm. Okay. So I was going to talk about this as well, maybe in one of our other questions that you've already said about. I mean, I would say not looking into numbers. Like, don't look into
Okay.
that. Just care about your community. They are the main thing. Like, all
Okay.
them people that come out and support you, you need to care about. Like, just if you look into numbers too much, it's going to get into your head and do weird things with you, and that should never because people that are deciding to watch you and spend their time with you, it means the most out of everything.
Yeah, I agree. And here's a question, Pipey, I have. Do you hide your viewer account? Be
So
honest.
I
It
what?
does.
So, no, no,
I want
so
to know if you do.
so lately
Yeah.
I have had the view account. So I had the stream up to show when I'm like live and like make sure that I'm on the right screen stuff because I'm professional streamer out here, and I'm on the wrong screen like most of the time.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I did
So like
that.
half an
Yeah.
hour in, my valid supporters of my stream are like, "Yo, you do know you're on the in real live stream when you're in a game."
Oh no!
Thank you. I mean,
Oh
this is
no!
a podcast in itself. Like when I stream, so
I'd say, yeah, you're podcasting the game experience, but they can't see it. It's like, well, you sort of know what's going on because I'm telling you all about it. I mean, I think the one thing I did this week was I started on my thanks for hanging screens. It's like, oh yeah, I'm starting. I'm telling everyone going. That's great, isn't it? Oh hi. Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, oh, did you say, sorry, that you do have the viewers showing or not?
So I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. I would generally think, tip to other people, I would say there's no point in looking at it because you should be basing, like you shouldn't be looking at the viewers. Like, it doesn't matter because it's very late on. It takes minutes to update, and it doesn't mean anything because it's the people that are supporting you, and there's people watching you that are not even on the view account. So who cares? You know.
Okay, I get
It
you.
doesn't update quick enough, and there's people that come in for a few seconds and bounce. There's people
Yeah,
that
yeah,
come in
there will be.
for
Yeah.
3 minutes. They might come in for 3 minutes and watch you, which is amazing that they're spending time to watch you for that long. But then it doesn't update in that time. So who like it's not a thing to do. I would recommend not looking at it. I generally, once I've started my stream, I know that I'm on the real life screen and I've
Yeah.
started talking, I will close it off.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, personally, I I actually liked what before I was one of those that thought, well, I'll just hide the view account because I don't need to know how many people are there. And of course, all viewers are people. That they're all people behind those viewer numbers and things like that. But I think it's quite interesting to watch the viewers because you can see when it peaks, you can see when it drops as well, and then you can sort of think and capture that moment, as in, what was happening then? What was I talking about? What was I doing? And in a way then it's something that you
Yes.
can go back and then think, right, how can I replicate that feeling, or what can I do, or what happened during that time? Maybe you just got a massive raid. Of course you're going to have a peak in viewership, but then a number of those people are going to drop off, especially if it's someone that's been streaming the entire day and they jump in and it's like, well, they're not all going to stay there. They have lives to live. They might need to go to sleep.
Yes.
So that's one thing as well, is that if you have a massive peak and then it drops off and you've just had a raid, a massive, like, something's massive's happened, don't be disheartened by it. Like, I'm never disheartened when I see the viewers fluctuating. That's
Yeah,
natural.
like
That they fluctuate. That's it. They fluctuate. That's what happens. But
because
also,
it's
it's
not
just,
because of your
yeah.
content always. It's sometimes people need to go to
It's
do other
sometimes
things.
time. It's sometimes time
It's
because,
time, isn't it?
yeah,
So
because of time zones. There are people that are jumping in before they go to bed or whatever like that, and because it's worldwide. It's crazy.
but it is helpful in certain ways. It can help in knowing, oh, okay, like this content, people enjoy this content more
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that. I totally understand.
Effectively. Okay, so what advice? This is the last chain, right? Gabe that asked this. What advice can you give to someone who's struggling with generating a community?
So
So they're trying to build that community. They've got the people, but they're trying to inspire that community feel. They're trying to get them to talk to each other. They're trying to get that
oh,
interaction up. What
okay.
what could you say to someone to say, right, do this, or tell your community this, or what would you give them? What would you say to them?
So I would say I just talk openly, like try and get them to talk in your chat. If they're already open people, it's going to be easier. If they already talk a lot in your stream chat, it will be easier for them to open in, say, your Discord.
Yeah,
Um, Once you've got they're in your Discord, you need to be trying to communicate as much in there. There's one thing that I'm trying to do. Not everyone's going to come over to your Discord. Not everyone has Discord themselves, but that is a big thing. If you can make I would highly recommend a Discord. Just go and make one if you're a streamer. Like, it's the biggest.
yeah, yeah.
It's one of the biggest things
Oh,
because
definitely, yes.
it's where your bread and butter community people are.
Yeah,
because they've decided to do more than just watch your stream. They've decided to go over to a link. Like they might not even have a Discord
yeah,
and do that. It's like if someone follows you on a Twitter, they might not even had a Twitter. There's some people that watch me, and I'm sure they haven't had a Twitter,
yeah.
or they've just created it for me, and I'm like, wow, that means so much.
I was going to say, it gives you that feeling of, okay, you literally just created that account to follow me. A what? And you must be doing something of value for that person to get that reaction for them to go, right, they want me to follow them on that platform, so I'm going to create that account. And that's amazing that people do that, and that's amazing that you can inspire that Piper there. Well done.
Yeah, just
All right.
open up.
Yeah.
Get people to open up. That's what I would say. Like that's what you need to try and do. I don't know how you do it. Actually, I would say um, you can't force it.
No, that's it. You can't try and push a community together. A community will naturally form. You can't force it together. It's something that happens naturally. The same as
Yes.
with the name of your community. It's not something you want to push on them. You want to, when you do have that community, when you've got that feel, when you've had, have that going, you ask them, you say, okay, what do you want to be called? Because then that makes them feel empowered. It's like, whoa, okay, we're making this massive decision here. We're making this massive decision here for the good of the community. And then it's a case of it's a we. So it's not I, it's we. We do this, we do that. I mean, that's it. It's getting in that mindset of that it isn't just you, it's your community as well. They are part of your stream. And that's one of the important things. All right. Joe had a really good question, and I think that might be the last one. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway, so now that communities have been removed from Twitch, at least under the stream ones, and replaced with tags, how do you find this affected your viewers? So, do you think the change of removal of communities and the change to using tags has increased your viewership? Have you noticed a change?
You'll probably be able to answer this more than me because I haven't. I've been generally busy this week. Obviously, I didn't stream yesterday because I wanted to get ready for the podcast. I didn't stream today as well, so I don't. I'm not really. I can't really answer that.
Okay,
I only
okay.
streamed like 2 or 3 times with the tags,
Oh,
so
okay, right. So you can't gauge
I'm
that
yet
at the
to know
moment.
about that. I think it's a really good idea. I think
Oh,
it will
also,
help a
I think
lot.
it's amazing. I do.
I think the
Yeah.
communities were they just say it's like 1% of people watch from communities. So like no, you need to build your own community for people to watch you. The teams though, that teams mean more because you're like you did so much to then want to get into that community, into
Yeah.
that team. And generally people will be able to host and raid you more. Like, I feel that in communities people didn't really do that as much.
Oh, yeah, because some of those
Um,
communities were absolutely huge. I mean, there are
really big,
massive
like
communities.
hundreds, thousands, like, but they
100,
weren't
yeah,
caring.
yeah.
They like thousands, like Team spoke. It was a team, but like in my team, it got to so big. It was ridiculously big,
That's
and
it. And then you can't support that many people in a team. It's
I mean
just
you
not
could.
feasible. It's just not feasible.
I mean it can you can have 2 or 3 thousand,
Yeah.
but it just it wasn't the most, if it's not the most caring, if people are not supporting other people in there, it's never going to be the best thing. So, and from the Yam Fam's always been supportive, so you know what you're going to be getting with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, we'll have one more. Have you ever felt doubt or lost confidence in your stream? If so, how did you reassure yourself that it is what you want, what you were put on this earth to do? That's animosity that's asked that question. Have you ever doubted your stream? Have you ever doubted your reason for being on the platform?
So I just okay. So I mean, I would say it's sometimes you can kind of get a bit scared, like I don't know, nervous, like to some days to stream and or decide to carry on. But I'm always wanting like to see do the next stream, put out the new content, like play a new game and see my community. And that is one thing that you should always try and think about struggling with thinking that maybe your content's drying up, or you're not enjoying it some weird reason. I don't know why you would, because I generally have loved every moment that I've streamed, and I don't really suffer with having, like, I don't know, doubt
Yeah.
nowadays. I'm very lucky with that. That I'm just, that one big thing that I've struggled with a little bit is finding my niche in what games I want to play. But that's nothing to do with really my content or my community.
Okay. Okay. That's fair enough.
What about
Well,
you, Dave?
um, I don't know. Like I said, the only thing really I had was, well, I mean, you probably saw that tweet where it was literally, you know, you sometimes have those little voices when they say, "Oh, well, you're not actually you know, the people don't actually think you're doing this for the right reasons, but they just think you're doing that."
Oh
Yeah,
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 I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that tweet. I love that you opened up about, you are like, you said that, no, was it, is it the tweet that are just so, like, you're so lovely? Is that it, or am I saying about a different tweet? You said
Um,
that you're super lovely, and like, because people think that you're not general, or you went about another
that's it.
tweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was effectively, oh, you know, if you pour all your love, all your support, and everything you do, everything you write, that people won't think you're genuine. And that was the one thing.
Doesn't
And
make
then the
any
fact
sense.
I was going to say, tell me I'm wrong. And then when I literally had like a lot of things, it's just like, okay, okay, thanks, voice. Screw you, basically. That's really the one thing, really. Anyway, Pipey, thank you so much for sharing your
Thank you, thank
story,
you.
for talking about the values of community. And oh, mate, it's been such a pleasure, such an honor, helping us all grow and learn together, find out more about you. So,
Oh, it was lovely talking to
exactly,
you, Dave, and
exactly. It's
all
been
the
a
yams
pleasure.
watching.
It has
Thank
been an
you.
absolute pleasure. And the next Tater Talk podcast, I don't know what the time will be. It'll be on the 14th of October. And it will
Woo!
be uh, McCoffee interview
Yes.
Metaverse. So that should be
Oh,
interesting.
I'm looking forward to that
That should
so
be
much.
interesting. But anyway, thank you very much. Very, very much for coming,
Bye.
guys. Goodbye.
Goodbye.